guess I'll go ahead and start. Since she is done, yeah, we're a minute in. So today is Wild Honey's July Jacks, so kind of Halloween event. I thought it was funny because I messaged Stephanie and asked her about being in the Christmas in July event that was supposed to happen actually the last 2 days, but some of us power issues and stuff with the hurricane. And she's like, you want to see what Wild Honey's doing? It was like, forget about Christmas in July. So I thought that was funny. So I'm going to make a little kind of pumpkin guy, I guess. I don't know what to call him really. But first, I just, cut out stuff, just simple shapes. I mean, obviously I did not use a pattern for this. And I just glued it together. I actually just got this stuff, this Fabric Fusion. I like it. It worked pretty good. I had a few spots, and I think it was from the cinnamon being on there and kind of cakey, that it didn't really hold. I even kind of pinned it, so I just used a little hot glue. But for the most part, it did good on everything. And it also worked on the velvet. Because I have noticed with that, some of the stuff like that, it doesn't hold it very good. Jackman, yeah. Like a little pumpkin guy. I'm wanting him to be, like I'm going to use a gear for his eyes because I'm doing like steampunk forest kind of as my Halloween. I want to be able to use him every year though. So he's a little bit, like I didn't want the jack-o'-lantern mouth. I didn't want that per se, but I wanted him a little bit of a face on it. So I'm doing the nose. And I got this from Temu. I don't know if y'all can see it. In the picture, I didn't realize it. Those are little acorns. So I thought that was cute. I bought it for fall stuff, so that worked out. But I had no idea there was little acorns on it. But I'm kind of wanting it to look like little suspenders. And his little pants, I am going to do them where they come up as high as they'll go. So I want to make sure I get this on there and it doesn't end up showing. So I'm going to make them a little longer than what I think. But I think this is a fun event. Like I'm definitely somebody who I'm ready for fall. I'm in Texas, so I really do not enjoy summertime. It is not fun. Hey, Sparky, how are you doing? Okay, so I think that'll work good. And I'm just going to use hot glue for this part. I do kind of want to keep it like over a little bit to the edge. Yeah, I went ahead and did like all of this stuff and like the legs, the pumpkin for the face, so I could really do the details of decorating because I mean it is all time consuming, especially waiting for that glue to dry. I do feel like that fusion stuff is definitely kind of a cleaner look than the hot glue. Like sometimes you see that when you're trying to do stuff. Hi, Kay. Welcome. Just go ahead and glue this down. Chances are you won't see the back of him just because I'll probably prop him up against books or he'll be more in a shelf. But I do love the little X on the back. I think that's cute. I may use that on other parts, I'm not sure. I was trying to remember the last time I went live. It's been a couple of weeks, I think. I know it's for an event. Okay, I think that works pretty good. Okay, so here's that. His arms, they're so skinny, and I was like, yeah, that's not exactly what I wanted, but it's fine. I'm going to add leaves and stuff, and I knew I was kind of doing that, so I didn't rip him apart and redo it. I was like, whatever. It is what it is. He's the first one I've done. So I do kind of, he'll be like this. I want to make a like a candied apple. I was thinking about that, and I was like, I don't really want him holding a pumpkin. I mean, it's Halloween, so it could be a little creepy, but like, I don't think I want him holding a pumpkin. Um, and then I thought about like a little bag of candy or something and kind of do like primitive looking. And then Donna from Cypress Designs was doing her candy apples again. And I was like, you know, that'd be kind of cute. And I do a lot of the fake bake stuff around that time. So that's what I'm going to go with and try to do it like more, I mean, as primitive as you can do a candy apple, I guess. I am going to just add a little bit of glue up here, kind of hold this. I feel like he's losing some shape. And I may have to do that whenever I press it into there. It may squish this up and kind of make that look sloppy. So I may have to glue it down, but that's okay. I'm trying to think of what step I should do next so I don't end up having to rip them apart. I think I need to do his collar next. So I've been saving these actually to do some lollipops and some primitive type candy around Halloween time. So I just I was playing with it earlier because I didn't know if I should cut the center out or not. So I'm just going to kind of accordion fold it. I not necessarily look like a clown, but I do like those collars. Like is that like Elizabethan collar or whatever? I do like that. Hey, Abby, how are you doing? Oh, I think I saw Ruthie. Hi, Connie. Let's see. Yes. Hey, Ruthie, how are you doing? Welcome, everybody. So this is July Jacks with Wild Honey. If you're not part of the group, you definitely want to join. It should be in the description. Hey, Sandy. And Sandy with Sandy's Burlap and Bling Creation. She is after me. I'm excited to see what she does. I always love, she always has like a story to go with her stuff. And a lot of times it does like with her family or different stuff. I love that. I think one will be okay. I think it'll be like big enough around. I have a couple here. I think like on the little shoes and stuff, it might be cute too. So I just grabbed a couple. I do have to say, playing with this stuff, as much as I have tried to like knock some of the coffee off, it still comes off a bit. So I thought about spraying it with some adhesive or sealant or something. Because I do like the way that it looks on there. It's very like grungy. I do like that. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll work and be big enough. I'm going to kind of just try to attach them in the back. And I have till 4:30. I wrote it down this time because if I don't start at the hour, I don't know, my brain doesn't work and I can't remember when I'm supposed to end. "24/7, yes." Okay, so I'm going to keep just trying to keep it somewhat bunched, especially around this front part. I really want that pleated. I do want to make sure we get to this back part. I'm going to go ahead, I guess, and glue that down. And then I can pleat it as much in the front. Okay. I like seeing how different everybody's craft today has been. There's been some pictures, some pumpkin type arrangements, and then Christy with the Dashing Willow did a like a guitar and stuff, and it stood up or whatever, and it was pumpkins on the front. That was really cool. And then Donna's sign too. I like the Hocus Pocus sign. I thought that was cute. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to have to attach those, but I'm going to wait till I get it in the body to kind of know if they need to be pulled down some. But I kind of just wanted that collar like that. And then I do have this. And I was testing it to make sure my thread wasn't just going to pop through there. I don't think I want it all the way around, but kind of just one side. I want a little bit of a ruffle. Okay, so we got. So I folded this tulle in half. I wanted that kind of poofy, puckered look, whatever you want to call that. The double layer. And I'm just doing like a quick running stitch through this. A fold, one side went down a little bit. Okay. That should be enough for that. Let me cut this off of here. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? Very nice, fun, and interesting. Yes. And I hope I say this right. Is it Capri? Do you have a page? Because if you do, I'm not sure what it is. I'm just going to run back through the whole thing just to kind of secure that down some. And I go back through, like after I knot it, I'll go back through and then pull it through, just because sometimes with this tulle stuff, it can end up kind of popping out a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to shove this back in that tulle so I don't lose it. So what I'm thinking is just kind of one side having the green, and then I have leaves and different stuff that I'm wanting to come off of this too. I don't have a page, it's different. Okay, well, I saw you in comments a little bit earlier, and I thought, I wonder if she has a page, but I didn't ask you. I was actually like doing different stuff. Never so often I would look down at comments. Okay, so let's go ahead. I don't want to add his head on top and then not be able to get the stuff tucked up under it enough. So let's go ahead and add some of the like leaves and greenery. I actually found this stuff and this. I got this huge box, like it was like this big, and then I got another box about this big, and they're both about this tall from a garage sale. Then I had a bag of like little wooden spoons in there. What else did I have? I had a couple of things just setting in it, and it was full, I could tell, of like Christmas stuff and fall, and I thought, I'm not going to dig through this. I'm just going to go ask the man how much for the whole box. $5 for all of it. So I have tons of like these berry things, picks with like pumpkins and berries on them. That would be, you know, a decent amount at Hobby Lobby. I was like really happy because I have a lot of ideas for fall and I needed to go get stuff. So I was very excited about that. So definitely check out, there's a lot of times at garage sales I find stuff where people are just clearing out or whatever. And usually you'll get quite a bit in one thing, and they're wanting to get rid of it so they don't charge a lot. I don't know if I want all of these on here. I'm going to kind of spread them out a little bit, give them a little bit of a curl, and see. I do kind of like that. I kind of wonder coming out of that. Shyla. How are you doing? Oh, thank you, Christy. And at yard sales. Right, yeah. We have somebody at our church who they get like from storage buildings or whatever. And she'll have garage sales and stuff. And there's so many times where she'll post pictures like, it's at the curb, just come get it. Like, I am not packing this stuff back up. And it'll be a bunch of random different things. I kind of like that where it's a little bit under that green. So I'm going to do that for this side. I almost want to make one side a little heavier, like more layered, and maybe just kind of do moss on the other side. In my brain, I guess he's a little bit kind of like a plant in a sense, because he's going to have stuff on him, and I'm doing vines on his arms, and he's kind of grungy and dirty, like he's just been ripped out of the ground, so. Okay. I can play with those later and get them a little more how I want them, but I do like that. Okay. So, and I did find this at Hobby Lobby, and it was marked down to the $4.99. I think I got 3 of them. I had never bought it before because I could never find it. And if it wasn't for the red tag sticking off the thing, I still probably wouldn't have noticed it. The way they layer all their stuff, it's so covered and you kind of have to dig. But they had a ton of stuff, just random, all throughout the greenery and floral section, stuff marked down. And I don't know for sure that I want to use this on here, but I do like the way it looks. So, okay, we've got time. I think if he was shorter, I would like it. The character Poison Ivy. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's fun. Hey, Stephanie. How are you doing? Yeah, I like just that little bit of extra greenery in there. So I'm going to add that. I think like a few pieces all the way around just to kind of finish them off. Okay, do you like that too? I like that it kind of pulls the green from the little suspender things that I did. I can't see it like a ton, but it's there. Okay, I want to do just a little bit on this side. I'm going to try to get it close to make sure that pumpkin head does cover, or it's not some random green piece just kind of floating there, but I do want a few of them. And the velvet, I think it's 2 yards. I get it off of Amazon. I got the green back and a purple because I made some eggplants and stuff. And then I picked up that orange for the fall. They have some really pretty like gold, kind of taupey gold colors that I want to get that too. Especially when you're doing the small stuff like this, it lasts a really long time. Hey, Stephanie from Vintage Bubble. I keep saying hi, Stephanie. There's like 3 of y'all on here. Sorry. Okay, hopefully this guy is gonna stay. And just another one here, and then I'm gonna try to do one towards the front. I really kind of like this piece for the front. We'll do him in the back. Like I said, you're probably never going to see the back. Where I kind of use some of this stuff, there is a mirror behind it, but it's dark because it's in the entertainment center. But I don't know, I kind of like my stuff finished, whether you're going to kind of see it or not. The ribbon. Oh, I got that from Temu. And I don't know how much was on it. It didn't say. But usually I try to buy stuff if it's a little bit more to it. And I don't know if you'll be able to tell. There's little tiny acorns and leaves. And then this part's sheer. So it's really cute for fall stuff. And then I want to add him. I don't want him like right in the center, so I'm going to kind of do it to the side just a little bit. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Lois. I got this on Temu too, y'all. I stayed away from there for the longest time. And then I didn't download the app, like I do it online. I listened to enough people that didn't have any issues and did it that way and stuff. Oh my God. I probably should have never got on there. It's so bad. Okay. I'm liking that. Now, I kind of just want to keep working on this part where I'm not worrying about everything and trying to hold it up. So I'm going to go ahead and do his arms real quick and try to get a little bit on there. This I got from, it's called King Dollar, which now they're like $1.75 or something. It was almost like this papery grass stuff, and then it had a bunch of these in it, and I love pulling these out and just kind of adding them into stuff. I am hoping I can kind of get that up under my coffee filter so you don't really see that. It's just kind of staying. I'm not going to worry about gluing it. And that way, if I want to maneuver it around a little bit, I can. Between there and Shein. See, I haven't ordered from Shein, but my cart has done it. I've been looking on there too, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. Okay, he's probably like, wait, oh, I don't know. Yeah, he's kind of long. I'm going to cut some of him off, so I'm not trying to shove that up in there. Okay. Well, that side just like worked with me, and this is not. Okay, there we go. He's clamped on there, so I may have to glue. Let me wrap this around again. He'll just be a little tighter. That's fine. Okay. This will help. See his arms now. I can kind of bend it for that apple and hold it in place too. Gotta be careful with my coffee filter. Arms. Okay, so I definitely want to go around again just to give a little more security to it. I think that will be better. Once I have everything kind of done in the apple and no, I'll go back and like glue that top part in there. But that way I can kind of play with it and adjust a little bit. Okay. And I'm losing stuff. There we go. Now these, I do kind of want to just pluck them off. I guess I'll just snip them off. That I didn't really want that on there. I was trying to wrap it around. I was like, I don't really like the way that looks. So that's why I grabbed that stuff. But I want just like a few little leaves on him. Okay, where are we on time? So I've got 20 minutes, right? Yes. And I'm going to glue to the actual like arm part and not that, the wire stuff I just put on there. And I can always maneuver it where it kind of looks like it's to it. But that way I can go ahead and get these on here. I do want to kind of get up here. And this kind of bulks his little twig arms up a little bit. Oh, thank you, Jenny. I think since there's so much going on up here, I'm just going to do one leaf for right now on this side and then figure out once I get the rest of it together. Let's go ahead and put his little hands. His little hands I just made like little green, and that way it matched the pants. I'm going to try to put some glue and just kind of tuck those up in there. Let's see. Okay, so here's his little torso with all of its glue strings. The hands, they're just like a velvet material, and I just laid a, like cut out a circle, folded, doubled it, and just cut the sides. Like this front part wasn't even cut, it was connected. And that way I could just glue it real quick. I glued it right side together and then just turned it right side out. Okay, so now what I did for this bottom part, and I kind of learned, I don't sew, y'all. I mean, I've made a few things, but it's usually like straight line type stuff. So the legs, I really should have cut more of, I think, a U shape for him to kind of sit and do better. But I think he's okay. I have like a little bit of bags of beans in here just to kind of hold it in place. And then I did take, I'll show y'all, one of these round dills, and I kind of made a hole in it so that can be glued in there. And I glued it down to that little bottom piece. And then I'll have the fluff to kind of go behind. And I did have the beans in the back. I was just putting it in there. And when I was trying to get this to work and sit up and kind of figure out like what I should do, plus the size of the stick, I was trying to figure that out too. I realized like put that in the front and that will help hold him forward instead of him falling back. And fingers crossed this works, y'all. So we're going to put this through here. And hopefully it'll go back through pretty easy with all that stuffing. It was in there. It's just when you take it out, oh, he's cuter than I thought he would be. Okay, I'm happy, y'all. Nobody else may like him, and that's totally fine. You know, when you have something in your head and you're kind of like, I'm not sure, and you haven't done it before. No, I think he's cute. I like him. Okay, and I'm going to do like moss stuff up here and cover like that. I was trying not to pull it super tight. That's one thing. I wasn't sure how big I should make him. And I usually tend to go a little larger than I intend to. So I was like trying to make this smaller so his body didn't end up being, you know, like this whole thing. So I think I want to go ahead and try to glue his head down some to the material. That might be easier, hopefully. And on the inside, this is actually a real stem that I've had, I don't even know how long now. I found it in my drawer over there. I wasn't thinking, put this in here, and then realized it would be a lot easier to run the rod through that. So I just cut a hole in the bottom of this, and these tend to be a little bit softer, so I just took the scissors and made a hole, and luckily that went in there. And actually, it's not popping off. I didn't even do glue. I was just testing it. And it has stayed, so I'm not even going to try to attempt to take it off of there. Okay, I'm going to try to get enough glue in here, though, to keep its head in place. So the side I want to see is at the front. Okay. I'm wanting his little stem to go that way. And now I'm going to try to get the dowel rod in that hole with some glue. And hopefully it stays and I can get everything else glued together. Thank you, Abby. Oh, Mama Peas. I guess I'm not following you. I thought I was. Thank you, Wanda. Okay. So attempt to get some glue down in here. And for now, I'm going to try to pull his shirt up a little bit and get him attached in here first. I'm trying to tell his little head, like if I've got him. Yeah, I think I have him pretty straight. Okay. I'm going to try to hold his shirt and stuff up and put more glue around that just so it kind of helps secure it some. Okay, give that a second. Kind of try. And we'll have to restuff his little butt. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Hi, Judy. Okay, and then I thought about doing a tag and different stuff, but since I'm going to end up making hopefully a little apple, I do have these numbers and they're on like a little safety pin type thing. And so I thought about doing 31 just on the front of them. So hopefully there's enough room up there where I can put that. I feel like I was leaning him forward too much. Okay, I think he's good. Fingers crossed. And I'm just gonna, oh, I need to stuff him just a little bit. Kind of. The shirt has stuffing in it now. When I was trying before, the shirt didn't have all the stuffing in it. So he may not need all of that. I'm going to turn around where I can kind of see a little front part. Because I did want his pants to like kind of come up some, if they will. Okay, so I feel like I definitely need to glue the ribbon down just a little bit. Kind of help hold that in place some. I'm going to try to pull it where it's going to be in the pants so you don't see that. Hey, Teresa, how are you? I've got 12 minutes. Okay, thank you. Okay, let me get this side. I'm going to go ahead and glue the center part too, just to kind of keep that together a little bit better. My glue, yeah, I don't know why it does that. Makes like a bubble and kind of backs it up where it doesn't want to push through anymore. I noticed it wasn't filling right, but okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and start gluing his pants to the shirt so that all stays together. Okay. Oh, thank you, Capri. Okay, so I think all of that is glued now. And then I did pull these where I could do like a little patch on his leg if I wanted. And then I have the other one. I was trying to keep it mainly green and orange. So it's not like a ton of color, but just that little bit. I'm going to do this here. And then I have this that I thought about doing a belt. And then I have these orange leaves. Almost like a little buckle on the front. Okay, and we're getting trying to finish. Okay, let me get that on there. And then I almost just hit my window. He just flying to my little fence here, but he got really close to the window. Okay, let me wrap this side around. Make sure it's smooth and not twisted. And if you have just hopped on, this is a Wild Honey event, July Jacks. So you can go over to Wild Honey, and that way you can refresh the page really easy to see all the presenters and see everybody who has gone before me today. And after me is Sandy with Sandy's Burlap and Bling Creations. Oh, I'm loving him. Oh my goodness. Like a lot of times when you make stuff, but then there's certain things where you're just like, I really like him. He's cute. Now, I would prefer, but I don't have it over here because I've been moving stuff around. The antique wax, I would really like on this, but I can go back with like a Q-tip. I'm trying to finish, y'all. We're running low on time. Okay, I'm going to get him in the center here. I'm going to hold that, and then I'm hoping that one will glue. I was wanting them overlapped a little, but that is like a plastic. Hi, Rose Brick Cottage. I don't follow you either. That's one thing I like about my computer. I can see the follow button. On my phone, I can't. There's nothing there. So for events, a lot of times, it's easier for me to like type out stuff on my phone. But I'll pull up my computer so that way I can at least see that I'm not following somebody. Okay. Actually, I'm just going to do it next to it instead of overlapping them. I think that's cute. And I really do think that's going to like hold better. Okay. So here he is so far. Now, I do have little shoes. I do want, there's going to be, y'all, I'm not going to finish this. I usually try to finish so hard. I kind of want to do the little ruffle bit around the feet and then tie it. The shoes are going to go in here. So we'll do that. But I want to try to like finish his face at least. Oh, thank you, Jenny. Okay, I have the little gears, and I'm thinking for the eyes. And I'm probably going to try to do it where it looks a little more like an X, just because he is kind of Halloween. I will post a picture, and I have been bad at that lately. Just homeschool and try to do stuff, and I don't know. I've been a little all over the place lately. So I've got a couple of things that I need to post. Pictures, okay. I don't want him to necessarily look like he's totally tilted. Try to get that somewhat, because one side of my pumpkin does stick out a little bit further. Okay, And then the nose, I just did a little piece of black material and kind of frayed the edges to give it a little more of that primitive type look. And I'm not going to do a mouth. Like I said, I mean, he is a jack-o'-lantern face, but I want it more just like a little face, not necessarily a Halloween pumpkin face. Oh, thank you. Okay, I do like him. And I don't know why I'm emotional. I have been this way lately. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think I'm overstressed, but that meant a lot, Lois. Okay, I think he's super cute. I do need to get like his shoes and that stuff done. Y'all, I hate crying in front of people. Oh my goodness, what is wrong with me? Okay, I also got this stuff from Temu. I don't know if it's the same thing as Sandy. She showed some stuff and it looked like it, and I thought it was really cool. I don't know if I can pull it. I'm gonna have to cut it. Okay, it said moss, but it's more like material, but it's just, I don't know, it's cool and kind of creepy, and I like stuff that hangs more. Yeah, I like that up there. I have some moss, but it looks dead, honestly. I've had it a long time, and I'm not sure where I got it from. That's something I need to get. It's on my list. So I think I'm going to use that around there. And then I also have some reindeer moss, which I love. And this reminds me of it. It's that brighter green. So I may add that, but I'm liking that because it kind of looks like hair, honestly. But we're just going to, hopefully this sticks pretty good with the glue and doesn't kind of show through. Okay, and I do like that hanging down where it kind of has that hair effect. I'm not going to do that on the whole thing, but in little areas, if some of it's wisping down, I like that. Oh, Teresa, I'm sorry. I was trying to comment on there and it kept freezing for me, but I'll be praying for your friend. That's hard when your friends are going through stuff like that. And I know that's also like scary, the thought of what could have happened. But you shouldn't have deleted it. I mean, we're all human. I know, well, I mean, I just said I hate crying in front of people, but we all have emotions. We all go through things and get emotional. I'm going to blame it on I'm almost 41 and I'm just going to call it perimenopause or hormonal issues. I don't know what's wrong with me. I do know it's like I'm kind of, like my youngest turned 10 this year. My oldest, he'll be 16 next January. It's just, I'm in a different phase, and I know that's been hard on me. Thank you. Okay, so we've got 1 minute left. Up after me is Sandy with Burlap and Bling. So you definitely want to go over to Wild Honey, and that way you can watch all the presenters. He's getting a little wild, but I kind of like it. We're just going to keep going with it. I can always trim it off. This stuff, I got it from Temu, and it just says light green. There's nothing on it to give. I kind of looked up like moss type stuff, crafting moss, things like that. Okay, and my time is up, so I will see y'all over in comments, and I will post a picture of him. I'll sit here and finish and try to get a picture of him. But I hope y'all have a good day, and I will see y'all later. Bye, guys.